Good morning, entrepreneurs. Welcome to the Video Simplified podcast with your hostess, the mostess, Dinah Gladney. This episode is a secret episode. You know why? Because this is something you usually don't get an opportunity to listen to unless you're inside the Video Simplified membership community, where we have our Monday through Friday, so every weekday podcast called the Entree Chats Daily Morning Show, where we have supplemental content that we produce audibly for things that are coming from the course, questions that community members have, different entrepreneurial thoughts, and an episode like today, which I think honestly is going to be a great blessing to you just based off the content itself. If you're not part of the Video Simplified membership community, I can speak in English this morning. If you're not a part of the Video Simplified membership community, I highly encourage you to join. Go to videosimplified.live. But I want to give you an inside listen, since you can't actually peek and look. But I want to give you an inside listen into what today's episode is, because I think it is something that will greatly benefit you this fine Monday morning. You're going to get the full thing from the intro with music. I think I love it. I think it's one of the best that I've ever done for like podcast intros and whatnot. It's great. It's great. That's all I can say. It's wonderful. But you're going to get the full scope. And I hope that this content really, really brings you joy. And be sure to share this episode with somebody who needs to hear this message. Let's dive in. Welcome to the Entree Chats Daily Morning Show with me, your hostess, the mostess, Dinah Gladney. This private podcast is dedicated to serve you, the Video Simplified community, your specific questions, and help you reach wider and connect deeper with the people that need you the most. So if you're ready to jump in, let's get right into today's episode. Good morning, entrepreneurs. It is Monday, November the 21st, 2022. Hope you're having a fantastic day and a great start to your morning. Today is Monday, and I just, sometimes if it is across my mind or my journal calendar usually has different prompts and stuff in it. And I'll just in the process even of journaling, there are times when certain friends come across my mind. And because of how life is, it's very easy to get distracted and caught up in your next task or what you want to accomplish for the day, or hashtag fill in the blanks with anything, right? Mondays are usually a day that a lot of people dread. I don't remember the exact statistic, but I do recall that it was so hated for Mondays for most people because of, historically, it's like the start of the week, especially here in the US, and a lot of people hate it. You know, they finally get off Friday, happy not to be at work, wake up Saturday, trying to get all the things done that maybe you couldn't do during the week. Most of Sunday is spent dreading Monday. So much so that, again, like I don't remember the statistic, but I remember reading how the most heart attacks happen on Monday. The fact that literally people have passed away because of the stress and the anxieties and the thoughts around whatever the frustration is for who you're going to interact with, where you're going to be, what you're going to be doing, who's going to be around you, what you have to accomplish for that week. There's already so many distractions set ahead of you, and you're forethinking and rethinking and overthinking all of the possible scenarios of what the day has been, and it hasn't most of the time even happened yet. So you're forecasting, honestly, things that you don't want. Usually, most of the content that I'm sharing is embedded with the technical aspects. So much so of the what I do in my business and the work that I do in my business, in my company, it's based in being able to operate and do these things with the proper mindset. When I'm sharing the ideas and the concepts and the content of what's going inside this book, getting the feedback from the beta readers, like nobody has had really anything bad to say about the book or what have you. It's just the idea of how much the first 2 chapters of this book is really resonating with people. Now, when I had the opportunity to sit down and really ponder, again, this book has taken a year. It's a short book, and I get it now, the process, and I've loved it mostly. But, the process of writing this and what I wanted to say, what I wanted to do, what job do I want this book to accomplish? How do I want to develop this so that it truly is serving people? The first 2 chapters deal with your mindset of becoming not an entrepreneur, but an entrepreneur transitioning into a content creating entrepreneur. I've shared before, live streams, podcasts, whatever, as in not just this one, but the Video Simplified podcast, who the book is for, who it's not for, what I'm going to be talking about. I publicly haven't announced what the title is, but we're very closely getting to that point. I want to do that on the same time I'm doing the cover reveal, so that's why I'm holding off. You already know the title, but no one outside of the beta readers knows what this title of the book is. They know what it's about, who it's targeted to, maybe some of the things that I'm going to talk about in it, but they don't have the full scope. But the first 2 chapters deal with mindset. How you begin a Monday is everything to do with your mindset. Everything. How you're able to accomplish your goals deals with your mindset. Your behaviors in the actions that you're going to take. Mindset. How you think about yourself. Mindset. I'm saying all this because it's obviously early in the morning when I'm recording these podcasts to make sure it comes out on time. I'm very intentional about the relationships that I keep in my life and those that I don't. And for those that are still working or Mondays have been historically a meh kind of, oh hell, kind of moment, like you just wake up. I kid you not. I used to wake up when I worked at the bank on some of those days and it's just be like, oh hell. Like that. I mean, I literally would roll out of bed like that. But I can't garner my life based off of the what I don't want. Like I can't live like this. I know better. Repetition is the mother of all learning. And the fact that I was doing that over and over and over again, it became a habit. Now I had to break it. I am very much so a person that's into personal self-development every fall. Sometimes it starts a little bit early towards the end of summer, but every fall I go into a mental fast. That's no excessive social media. The nature of my work and the business requires me to be on there. I'm not yet at a position where I just wouldn't be available at all, or even maybe want to. But the system still works and stuff. But it's just, I can't completely not be on there for extended periods of time. And I already took some time away, as I've shared previously. But every fall I do a mental fast. That fast consists of more journaling, so I can actually capture my thoughts, have them documented, and what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, so I'm not constantly rethinking the same thoughts based on emotions, or I haven't dissected certain emotions maybe around certain topics or behaviors or thoughts that I've had. No excessive TV. I cut radio out a long time ago. But I'm more intentional, like even with what I audibly listen to. No real secular music. Not that I'm against it per se. I always been different in that respect. I listen to what I want to listen to. So like this past week, I listened to Anita Baker, greatest hits. Love it. Absolutely love it. So I'm saying secular is in like rap. So I guess I can just specify like no rap, modern stuff, most modern music for the most part. Most stuff I listen to is considered old at this point. Not old school. Like for those of us that like, when we think old school, we think 70s, 80s music kind of a thing, maybe 90s. Not what your local teenager thinks like 2007 is old school. First of all, they're disrespectful. Okay. They're very disrespectful. Okay. Shoot. But like, I'm very mindful of that. And I'm super grateful for a mentor that helped me to do that and learn. And it's not just at the fall of the year, but I just have a standard practice at this point, because I'm getting into a point where and it's been like this most of this year. So much of what I do, I'm very intentional about how I think and how I feel and how I process. And I was able to change my mindset, my thoughts, my mental patterns and behaviors around what I used to feel, think, and operate from, just solely even based on certain days, time of days. You set up these emotional negative triggers that your body physically responds to when it's time to get off work. Now you got a dopamine hit, sensation of joy. When it would be time for you to go to work, or even the hours before, there's a dreading, like I used to be like, oh, hell. Like I just hear the line, be like, oh, hell. Literally. Don't wake up like that anymore. I have a whole other different routine in the mornings of how I start my day. But I just want to encourage you, because I know it's Monday. And if you tune into this podcast every single week, then you know it's never a negative. If anything, it's, for me, not enough coffee on any given day. I almost accidentally made coffee in the middle of the night, just getting stuff prepared for the next day. I'm like, go to bed. I'm a coffee addict to a sense, in a good way. It's healthy. It's on the buffet in heaven. I promise you. But I just want to encourage you, even though it's a Monday, redirect your attention, focus, mindset, behaviors around what today means for you and what does it make possible for you. Evaluate what you've historically done at the beginning of the week, beginning of the month, end of the month, whatever. This is a holiday week. Happy early Thanksgiving. Eat well, be merry, be happy. But if you're still, maybe if you haven't taken off the full week this week, I encourage you, redesign how you look at certain days and just pay attention to what things emotionally trigger you that make you behave a certain kind of way. That's what I'm going to leave it for this morning's Entree Chats Daily Morning Show. Really pay attention to your mindset. It's going to garner everything that you do in your life. With that, guys, live with passion. I'll see you on the next episode of the Entree Chats Daily Morning Show. The winds of life, they blow on us all, but it is how you set your sails. So set them accordingly. That, guys, live with passion. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day. Well, that wraps up today's episode here on the Entree Chats Daily Morning Show. But the conversation doesn't have to end there. You can go to leave your thoughts and a message over at diana.link/message. That's diana.link/message. Leave your thoughts, your comments, and your questions, and get the most out of your membership here in the Video Simplified community. So with that, guys, live with passion. We'll see you on the next episode of the Entree Chats Daily Morning Show.